Welcome to TechSart, welcome to our YouTube channel and Facebook or Instagram. We want to present you our room. It's a discovery room in which we want to present the systems that are particularly performing at a reasonable price. And often they are not so known, and this is also the reason why the price is relatively contained, and but the performance are really very high, because these guys need to be known, and they need to provide a lot more than what the rest of the people does to try to take a place in the audio market. So today you will discover Audiobyte SuperHUB. It is connected to a Solent system. Solent is a French company based in the southeast of France, and they are there for 30 years, but their main focus is on industrial equipment, and but they're also keen on, very passionate about audio, so they also make amplifiers and recently speakers, but it's really their hobby. So but it's a solid company existing for more than 30 years doing audio products, and even if it's not their main focus, and they still produce and they deliver things that are really very, very good compared to the price. This amplifier is a tube amplifier, and it's with a DAC inside, and that's all what we need to make sounding. It is a streamer that is just a digital output and no analog. So, and the Solent speaker are also something special. I suggest you to look for information, because their system, the way they work is very particular, original, but we will come on those later on. The focus remains on the Audiobyte today. Audiobyte is a company from Romania. It is the second sub-company of Rokna. Rokna Audio is well-known digital audio manufacturer. They make probably one of the most best DAC existing on the market. That is what we can read in internet a little bit everywhere. I think they have the wonderful review anywhere they are presented, from all the review in the world. So Audiobyte is their sub company. It is a different name, and they want to try also to sell through a different distribution network. This is why the prices are lower. It's not the same distribution, so this is why it's not present in everywhere like Rokna is, for example. The presence of Rokna is a lot more developed. Audiobyte is a special machine. It's something unique. At least I don't know many other that in the same machine have everything. Audiobyte, born many years ago as a reclocker, is reformatting signals for audio, and they still have this competence, and they want to propose it and develop and propose to own their system. So basically this is a streamer, yes, but it is also an upsampler and a reclocker. So there are several digital inputs, and the signal can be treated and upscaled, so that to have the upgraded, so to have the best results and to be connected to an external DAC. But also inside has a streamer. Words on the construction. This is a solid piece of aluminum that have worked so that a linear power supply is installed in it. It's a very precise power supply that's needed also to have the digital boards inside to work perfectly. It is quite heavy. It's about 6 kilos. So it's also the aluminum, solid aluminum allow the heat transfer to be and to keep the temperature always at the perfect values. It's control vibration, because anyway it's quite heavy, and also it's very rigid. So this is something that is always a good point in audio. Again, the audio engine is based on FPGA processor of the last generation. Very, very quick. Actually, it goes to under 784, 32 bits PCM and 512 for DSD. The operating system that is basically working on this is a dedicated Linux that has been personalized just for Audiobyte. It is and it allows basically to this machine to do almost everything. Is all the services are available, so it is UPnP, OpenHome, HQ Player, AirPlay, Room Ready. Of course, it has Spotify, Tidal, Qobuz, and everything. So it's a very interesting machine. It is also, the display is a small display which is tactile, so you can touch display, you can program everything on the display, but also there is an application that can be Android or iOS that basically allow to do everything more comfortably sit on your place, and this makes basically this system a very powerful digital source. And this is why we have used just a very simple system, this one plus a very nice tube amplifier with good, and better to say excellent loudspeakers that are stand bookshelf speakers, and easy but very, very performing. So you can come and listen to it, you will be really surprised. It's a system that overall is around 10,000 euros, and but the performance are for a lot more of this. So please come visit us, and you will discover all this system in our place. Now I'll show you the application, how it works. That's the up, here we go, that's the home, that's how the display show, and from here basically you have the control what you have on the screen, and you can go to the input output select. We are in the output is selected, so it can be default on SPDIF, or you can use USB DAC. The USB DAC is usually a native signal that goes straight out just after reclocking, or we can choose what kind of input we want. So the LAN is his streamer is already inside, or we can choose the CBUS, SPDIF, optical, or USB input as we want. We can also define the services we want to use. As said before, there is a wide possibility. So we use it as UPnP to use Bubble on this Android device, or mConnect, but also can be Room Bridge or OpenHome, RQ Player, Play, Spotify Connect. In the settings, here we go, phase response. First of all, that's the first menu, that we have 3 menus. So it can be linear, hybrid, or minimum. That's a kind of filter. Then it has the output of the HDMI. It can be processed or not, or nothing, so native in the way it is used in this mode, but it also can be upscaled and reclocked at 352, 384, or 705, 768, or either in DSD 256 or 512. In case of our file that we are reading is a DSD, we can make the opposite way, so keep it native, or upscaling to, or decrease the sample rate to 256, or upgrade to 512, or transform into PCM in case our DAC is not compatible with DSD. So with this system we can use any DAC, not only the last generation. And then the configuration of the port. So if the HDMI port is not defined how it should be connected, so every manufacturer uses his own connection, and well, Audiobyte allow by software to choose how to configure the HDMI port to basically have it compatible with any DAC on the market. Finally, the SPDIF configuration. Some DAC cannot go over 2492, which is basically what has been defined by the Red Book Philips, I think, regarding the PCM limits, but today it is a little bit overtaken by the technology, so we can go either 2350 to 3884 if the DAC allows it, or transform the signal DSD 64 or 128 if you want. So that's on SpeedIF. And the last is the menu regarding the information of the system or the software update. In this case, the software update is to the device. It seems to be running at the latest firmware, so it is updated. Well, that's it. You go back and listen to something. For example, let's see, well, why not this one? Oops. I hope you liked our videos, and you keep following us in YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and you will have many more other news in the next future in this place, where we discover many other brands and many other devices that will that makes a difference, at least in terms of price and quality ratio. So keep with us and follow us if you like it. Thank you very much, and see you again. Bye.